Hey Kiara, sorry if I don't think I saw any stream alerts for you today, so sorry if you did stream and I somehow missed it, but hope you're doing well today. Can you hear me okay, by the way? You're not streaming for a week, fair enough. Oh, I'm good. I thought about doing some sort of green theme makeup for the whole Zelda thing today, but I've got work in the morning and I'm still getting over the cold, so I just went with my sort of normal neutral makeup. Oh, and you're hearing me loud and clear. Excellent. I'm not entirely sure how much of the game's left after I've done the Triforce hunt, but I mean, for all I know, I can finish it up this stream, but I'm not planning to stream for more than 3 hours today, so we'll see. I'm probably going to have to put up a poll to decide what I'm streaming next. See you in a bit, Kiara. Okay, that's all the links posted. How's it going, everyone? Oh yeah, cosplay update. So obviously the wig's more or less finished. I've basically, after dyeing it purple, I just went over with some acrylic ink just to give it some, just give it some darker roots. Go over some of the parts I thought were a bit too blonde, and yep, I'm quite happy with that. Probably going to be just style it into a simple sort of ponytail. Well, not too dissimilar from how I style my hair right now, but obviously it's got the loose fringe. And I just have some leather cord for that. I might just sort of look up a few, just look around a bit, think about how I'm specifically going to do it. But it's probably just going to be a simple fringe, bangs, ponytail. Because, that's just what I'm about. But, yeah, that's plans for the coming week. Let's get some Zelda in. Sorry, by the way, if my voice sounds a bit faint or croaky, because obviously my cold's getting better, but it's progressed to my throat, which is another reason why it's probably going to be a bit of a short stream today. Do set my monitor so I can see the game right. Oh yeah, another thing I've got. Sorry, you're just seeing the postage stamp version of this, but there's not really much to see. It's just some green body paint. Same brand I use for my grounded cosplay. And that, yeah, I'm probably going to use that for other tiefling related cosplays. But yeah, all the time. Let me know if there's any issues with the audio, as always. And let's hope my voice lasts for this entire stream. Oh, welcome back, Kiara. I was just sort of showing off my wig, but it's nothing that's not I've not posted onto Twitter anyway. Yeah, thinking about it, I might even have the wig ready for this Friday. Oh yeah. So last stream 2 days ago on Monday, I managed to deal with well, I managed to do everything I need to have to do with that tingle. I hate tingle so much. So now I'm free to go fishing for Triforce pieces. Ooh. Which are all helpfully marked on my map. Well, not my map, but a map. Okay, so the incredible chart tells me the nearest Triforce pieces are due south 2 squares. And I've just remembered I've once again forgotten the song. Up, left, right. Hey, Anne. How's it going? Is that Krellic you're posting? I don't recognise the phrase. The shark's one weakness, the boomerang. I mean, we all remember that scene in Jaws where they threw boomerangs at the shark and it died in 2 hits. Which, when you think about it, actually makes the boomerang slightly more powerful than the unupgraded sword. Yeah, you're right, Kiara. It was really quite hilarious. I see a treasure patch, so let's get that old. Oh, hey there. Ack! Rude! Hey. Okay, fine, I'm out here. And it's of course why whenever I throw a boomerang at someone, I always shout, "Smile, you birch." Okay, one more square down. That's a narrow miss. Yes, Kiara, it was me. Okay. So now I just need to work out which Triforce piece it is. I need to find a fish. Yep, you're blaming Chloe? You didn't think it could be innocent brioche? Why can't I be evil once in a while? Oh right, yeah, I'm supposed to be looking for a Triforce piece. Okay, so it's around here somewhere. Do you not have this area mapped? That's a bad start. I need to look out for that fish. Hey Nolis. Just setting up a grocery run that we'll be doing in about half an hour. Fair enough. Icky! I am innocent as the day is long, i.e. significantly less so during winter. Precisely. Ooh, I think I see a large beacon. Oh, that was a near miss. Ow. And that was a very near miss, or as they call it in the general lexicon, a hit. Come on, Link. Swap sides. There we go. Is this my Triforce piece? Iris! Yes, it's a Triforce shard. Now I only need 6 more. No less, the mic is like a full half second ahead of the game, if not more. Desync spoilers. Oh yeah, the capture card has a bit of lag in it. Icky and Iris, how are you both doing? Iris was a of course, streaming some Pokemon. Wait, no, title of her streams right here. Pokemon Infinite Fusion, which is basically a Pokemon game made using that Pokemon Fusion generator that was popular a while back. Kara! All the cool people are showing up. Can we get a shout out for Kara as well? Kara, you're cool and you're getting a shout out whether you want one or not. Okay, so we're headed towards Seven Triangle Island. Okay. That looks like the place, so it's a fair distance off the coast of the smaller triangle part of Seven Triangle Island. Kara, but people might accidentally end up in your stream and you don't want to inflict that pain upon the world. Kara, this is a no self-defamation stream. You stop that right now. No less, she doesn't want people to know she's been dual link drifting. Okay, let's see. You seagulls. Okay, there it is. Okay. Whoop. Ruse. Okay, so it was just up here. Okay, a bit too far back. Ooh, these guys are very annoying. And stay down. Where was I? I might as well harvest their remains. Kara, fine then. You'll mention how lovely and good I am and watch me struggle not to self-deprecate it either. Can't do that. Oh, too slow. Well, anyway. Further down. Here we are. I hear the chime. And he has of course redeemed no self-objections, lady. The redeem, which means I can't make any self-defaming comments for 10 minutes. So yep, I'm just going to have to acknowledge I'm perfect in every way. Oh, 5 more rifle shards to go. What have we got? I can either keep going south to grab those 2, or I can head north. Yeah, I guess I'll just keep heading south. The winter. Like, seriously, if I was the villain of a story, people would just stop rooting for the heroes. I'm just that good. Yep, I think I just got randomly held still for some reason there. Exactly. Head south for the winter like some sort of bird. And all birds are worthy of respect, so... Hey, what's this? Fairy Island? Wait, did I say fairy or furry? I mean, it could be both. I wonder, would people who want to be fairies count as furries? Oh, hey, Stovetop. GL Gamer to you too. How you doing? You're last streaming some Super Metroid, I'd assume randomizer. Hey, looks like a fairy island, so let's see if we can get some neat stuff here. Okay, I know I can blow those with the wind. I think the wood can be destroyed with bombs. Or set on fire. Stovetop, 100% speedrun grind for streaming, report grind for working. Grind, grind, grind. Grind like coffee, I guess. Okay, let's see what this fairy has for us. Young Waker of the Winds, allow me to aid you in your quest. You can now carry more bombs. Carry a maximum of 99 with you wherever you go. Heck yes. I mean, I was never really at risk of running out of bombs, but... Oh yeah, I can grab another fairy for my bottle. Really hate how it shows the fairies just crying in there. Like, they heal you when you release them, so they must be at least somewhat on board with the whole thing. Okay, anyways, onwards and forwards. Oh yeah, I'll just save quickly before I forget. Because of course this is just in the area just when autosaves were becoming a thing, so... Yeah, it doesn't quite have autosave on it. Okay, so yep, into the southernmost area. See if I can find a fish to get the map area, and then I shouldn't have too much trouble. Stovetop, save Twitch, autosave is a scam. Save Twitch? That's what I call it when I haven't saved 5 times in the last 10 minutes. I see it ahead. Don't tell me it's inside the damn fortress. And I've mentioned it a couple of times, but apparently they implemented Tacky in this game, specifically because they assumed Americans were very familiar with sailing, and they'd know if it wasn't in, noticed it wasn't in there. Just like double healing your Pokemon. Exactly. Oh yeah, that reminds me. The other day I actually had a customer whose kid was wearing Heelys. Now that's a rare sight. I mean, I think I remember a few years ago they were everywhere. Hey, here comes the fish voice, RIP my vocal cords.
Oi, small fry. Yeah, I've heard. I take it you want to chart and information about this island. Then start by opening your sea chart.
Okay, we have the Two-Eyed Reef. Oh, it does have a way in.
I tell ya, lately no one around these waters has seen the beautiful fairy who bestows magic power. She used to live here, Fry. All anyone ever sees anymore is other big octos that have been appearing lately. Maybe they scared her off. Oh no, I sure hope they didn't eat her. And that's all the info I've got to offer.
Okay, that doesn't add much. But... okay, so apparently there's a gap just around the other way. Exactly, the kid went retro and they're only like 10. Now I feel old. Joke, I've been feeling old since I was 15. Okay, here's the way in. Okay, let's see which one of these. Okay, treasure chart number 8. bit further up here. Ag. Jerk. I'm fishing here. Come on, you'll scare away the fish. We're halfway there. Living on a prayer. Simultaneously making myself go faster and serpentining. Yep, sorry Nolus, already made the joke. Managed to play the song, but despite my thumb slipping on the control stick. I think the next one's west. Wait, never eat shredded wheat? Yeah, west. I know my compass directions, honest. Looks like it's actually kind of near Outlook Island, so guess that tracks. Yep. Go west, young man. Wait, is it west or east? Whoop! Oh god, not all these bloody things. Get back in, Mario. Oh wait, am I supposed to just hit them all at once? That's much easier. I think there's actually some sort of side quest tied to killing them, so yeah, I guess that's something. Do I get something for that? Oh, okay. Oh, it frees a fairy. Oh, Waker of the Winds. Thanks to you, I've been freed from that beast's foul grasp. As thanks, I shall give you just a little of my power. I wonder if this is where they got the idea for Splatoon from. I guess this is the final form of a squidling. Exactly, Nolus. A biblically accurate fairy. Got to be one of your favourite genders. Exactly, Stovetop. Calamari. But are they a kid now or a squid now? Good question. Well, either way I have twice the magic pan, which is useful. I like that they still have the same sort of laugh as the sort of Ocarina of Time fairies, but they've given them sort of a high femme look. Oh, hey Nick. Hello, hello, hello indeed. How's it all nicking today, Nick? I'm on a Dorito hunt. Okay, Headstone Island. Wait. Oh, yep. It's Outset Island. I'm headed to. Let's see which of the Triforce maps. Okay, there we go. Nick, you're doing well. Did some more chores today, and now working on a published version of the Pure Water quest. Fingers crossed to have it done this week. Excellent. How am I doing? Yep, I'm doing pretty good. Got my wig sorted out, more or less. I've got the leather cord I wanted to style it with, so that might actually be ready for Friday, although I'm not entirely sure I'll wear it, because I don't know how... I'm not entirely sure how good it will look without the whole ensemble. Or indeed at all, because purple and orange, what was I thinking? Yeah, I suppose it depends on the purple. They're close. Purple's close enough to blue that it's a good complementary colour. Yeah, I see the Triforce card up ahead. Just gonna grab this, whatever it might be. I'll be honest, I'm just mulling over what colour tiefling I'm going to roll for the Guild of Icons 2. How close am I? Too far. Bit this way. Nick, tieflings are going to be an interesting choice in number 2. Oh yeah, you've told me about that. I of course won't be spawning the campaign. Unless someone bribes me with a very large amount of money. Or food. Yep, D&D stovetop. Oh yeah, while I'm still obviously working on the wig hair there. Teeth for my for Grounded. Well, you know, Grounded's teeth. I've sort of decided I'm gonna have sort of a little fork tooth in the middle, because I don't want too much of a point on the middle teeth, because that'll make it harder to speak. At the same time, I want some more sort of prominent canines. And these are actually a little bit shorter than the ones I've actually been wearing so far. So it's really just a matter of how well trying to use proper dental acrylic epoxy goes. Because everything I've found says it needs to be cured under pressure and in warm water. And it's actually quite easy to create a pressurized chamber. Very easy, in fact. So I'm not entirely sure it's going to be worth the effort, or if I can just let it cure for longer. I digress. 3 more pieces of Dorito to find. I'm not entirely sure what I'll do. I might go... Not entirely sure if I want to go for the end game or do some side quests. I'm not entirely sure how much game's left after I've collected all the Triforce pieces. Okay, so there's just one piece on the other side of the map. I might as well just sail. I'll be honest, obviously I've got quick travel now, but it's kind of nice just to sort of sail across the map and find all the parts you've missed. I mean, obviously this isn't Breath of the Wild open world, so there's not something to see on every horizon, but like, it's just nice to run into an island while you're sailing across the ocean. It's like sort of Bob, what's his name, sort of game. Yeah, exactly, Stovetop. A big part of this game is just sort of chill sailing. Like, Phantom Hourglass sort of made the whole thing a bit more... Also had sailing in it, but it made it a bit more sort of action-y. And Spirit Tracks obviously switched over to a train, which streamlined the whole thing even more. And to be fair, that made sense because they were both on DS, so they were portable games. So you didn't really want to... Whereas this is more of a sort of game where you can sit down and just enjoy the journey. Which isn't, you know, it's not something every sort of open world game manages to nail. Like, I think the last open world game I really enjoyed, apart from Breath of the Wild, was Horizon. And that's just because it made the world quite just interesting. Even then, I didn't really do the final few. Yeah, I didn't really complete the last part of it because I just got bored of just trying to check everything off. And like, well, even if there's not too much in the ocean, occasionally you find something to fish. I suppose it's kind of ironic this isn't one of the Zeldas with a robust fishing minigame. I'll say one very underrated aspect of the Zelda games is how they do the sort of incidental dialogue. It's like, it won't just be you got so and so. They'll like they'll have, it's sort of like when you catch a particular fish or something in Animal Crossing. It's just sort of a line of sort of flavour dialogue. So like with the rupees, it's oh wow, that's a lot of sharks. With the rupees, it's like, oh hey, that's a large amount of money. Oh, that's an even larger amount of money. Oh, that's a nice amount of money to find. And like in the Minish Cap, there's like individual descriptions of each type of pastry you can buy, and I'm being bothered by a lot of sharks. I suppose they are kind of like more like dolphins since they're breaching. Okay, well, since I'm just sort of rambling while I'm sailing across the ocean, I don't suppose anyone's got any sort of cosplay related questions or anything? Yeah, just that's interesting. Is that a dog statue? Nihilus, Huzzah, your sibling decided to go instead? Excellent. And you've redeemed random trivia? Random trivia. Early Zelda games contain multiple references to Christianity because they were obviously based very heavily on the sort of classic Western fantasy. And Dungeons and Dragons, which for better or worse also had such references, because they were themselves based on the sort of knightly King Arthur stories and the like.
Oi, small fry. Yeah, I've heard. I take it you want a chart and information about this island. Then start by opening a sea chart.
Boating course. Oh, interesting.
Let me ask you, Fry, you been using R to make your boat jump, or have you? Of course, going out to sea just to jump around would be real dumb, if you ask me. Anyway, what you can do is tilt left and right to move your tiller just as you land. That's how you make a sharp turn. If you didn't know that, why don't you try it out? And that's all the info I got to offer. If you want to hear it again, you'll have to throw some more base in the water for me. Okay?
I want to try boating course. Well, maybe just once. Yeah, the paladin is literally like the classic religious knight in shining armor. And a fair few things are actually from Abrahamic mythology. And yeah, there's a bit of a conversation to be had there about how certain aspects were used. For example, the golem literally comes from Jewish mythology, and I have actually heard some people aren't too happy with the way it's used in D&D.
Hey, that's a pretty slick boat you got there, kiddo. So what do you say, kiddo? You want to play a boat game for 30 rupees? What do you say? Well, I ain't that good a talker. Here it goes. Now listen up. The deal is, you take your boat and sail around over the barrels floating in the water, and see how many rupees you can bring to the finish line within the time limit. There's two kinds of floating barrels you gotta watch out for. The ones that float up on their sides and the ones that float upright. You can get the rupees above the barrels floating on their sides by just sailing right over the barrels. If you run into the barrels floating upright in the water, they'll rough you up. You know, you can press R to jump your boat right. Yeah, well, to get the rupees out the upright barrels, you gotta jump with R. It's the only way. Barrels get placed out there based on which way the wind's blowing. So watch that wind gauge behind your boat real careful like. And one more thing. If time runs out before you finish, you lose. So watch the timer too, will ya? Them's the rules.
Okay, let's give this a go then. RIP Stovetop's headphones. I'll see you later, hopefully. And jump. Yep, there's that quick turn I was told about. That an exploding barrel. Hope I'm not too far away from the finish line. Oh, is that a purple rupee? It is. EMS Artificer, your favourite Zelda game? Yep, you could. There's certainly worse choices. It's not my favourite, but I'm really enjoying replaying it.
Oh, way to be. Alrighty then. Here's the 133 rupees you collected as I promised. They're all yours. Enjoy, kiddo. Looks like you made a fortune. Come back and do it again sometime.
I wonder if it's just money I can get here, or if there's something else available. Oh. Onwards and forwards. Just going to see what's in the bottom right corner of the entire world map, and then I'll head north to find that Triforce piece. Hey, rude. What is my favourite Zelda game? Good question. I think my favourite would be the Oracle games on the Game Boy Color. They're actually my first ever 2D Zelda games. And I just have really fond memories of playing them. I actually played them before Link's Awakening, which I also really enjoyed. So I'm actually hoping they'll get a remake as well at some point. Okay, there's the fish guy. I mean, you can sort of see the DNA of Breath of the Wild here as well. As with Breath of the Wild, they sort of refined the design, so you could always see something over the horizon depending on the hill you're climbing. But here, obviously, they've just used the ocean to have a mostly flat plain.
Always small fry. Yeah, I've heard it. I take it you want to chart and information about this island. Then start by opening your sea chart.
That voice is beginning to hurt my throat. 5-star Isles. Guess they've got the top rating.
Have you seen it, Small Fry? The ghost ship.
Yep, seen it. Beat it.
Because it's real, and it's even been seen here, in these very waters. That's when the crescent moon faces down. That's when the horror rises.
Okay, guess there's nothing else around here. So we are going to sail north. I'll be honest, even though this isn't my absolute favourite Zelda game, Toon Link is my absolute favourite Link. As a reminder, he's canonically the only Link to have meowed. Nolus, ghost ship is real. You've seen a ship that's crewed by the damned and captained by man. So evil, hell itself's passing back out. No, but I have seen a ghost ship. I get that reference. Nick, dedicated Link meow button. If only. If only Nintendo weren't cowards. Are they shooting at me? Rude. Hey. Get fish round here. Okay, there he is. MS Artificer, you really like Minish Cap and Oracle of Ages? Yeah, I think... Well, I've played both in both orders. But my first ever one was Oracle of Seasons. I think overall Seasons is a bit more combat based and Ages is more puzzly, but they're both very good. I mean, you'd say what you want about the whole having to pay for 2 games to get the full experience, but it is 2 games worth of content. That roughly gives it, well, sort of like 3 games worth of content for the price of 2. Nolus, that movie's gone awkward for 2 reasons now. Heartbreaking, to be honest, you always loved it. Oh yeah. The franchise needs to move away from some of its actors. Hey. Only Keira Knightley was the playing the breakout character.
Hey, Small Fry, do you know about the Nintendo Gallery? The only way in there is to hit a switch that's way on high on the Forest Haven. But the only way to do that would be to bribe one of the girls by putting a little bait on your head. And that's all the info I've got to offer.
Oh, so that's how you get to the photo gallery. I know that's a thing you can do with the camera. Oh, I see the Triforce ahead. I see no reason to delay. Aside from these annoying sharks. Okay, let's see. Okay, just ahead. Yep, I guess after I've found all these pieces, I'm gonna go to the Forest Haven and see if I can find that gallery. Those sharks about to... MS Artificer, technically 4 if you played both originally, then get the code at the end to play. Yeah, that's what I meant. Hey, what? Don't know what happened there. That's what I get for looking at chat. Yeah, it's true that you basically get you could call it 4 games, but I'd still call it 3 because I don't think you get a full game's worth of content by replaying the second one, if that makes sense. If you play both games and then play the other, and then play the other and play the game you played first as a new game plus, you still get like 3 games worth of content. Anywho, which, don't get me wrong, is still pretty good. I mean, to be fair, I think I got Oracle of Seasons as a birthday present, and then I got Oracle of Ages secondhand like a couple of months after it came out. Obviously as a kid, so it took me a while to complete it. Okay, so the last couple are in the north. I know I'm not too far away from the photo gallery then. Yep, Forest Haven's just to the east. I mean west. Compass directions honest. So yep, I guess we'll get to Forest Haven and if we can find that switch. And I'll have to remember to buy some more of those pears. Yep, little shop's just there. Oh yeah, I can trade in that coupon and see what it does. I don't think I ever actually, whoops, traded it in first time, so. You found Oracle of Ages really hard as a kid. Yeah, I think I found Seasons not too bad, but what's the name? Which boss? I think it was the plant boss in the dungeon where you got the magic boomerang I found the most annoying. You want to use your complimentary ID? Okay, here it goes. You're so great. Absolutely fantastic. Incredible. And there you go. Isn't it nice to be complimented once in a while? It is, isn't it? I don't really know what I expected. Hey Keith, how's it going? I just got scammed by capitalism. Yeah, beetle's a good bean, I guess. Get some more bait. It's okay, you're losing at Mahjong. I mean, to be fair, by default, I've never played a game, so you have me beat. Bye. Oh yeah, you were trying to get a Mahjong set as a present for someone. Hope that's going well. Oh, and you had your last day at work yesterday. Yep, your smiling emoji, so I assume that's a good thing. Moving to a new job, or just the end of a contract like Nick? Oh. Right, I need to find my way to the top of Forest Haven and find that photo gallery I've heard so much about. That's it. Ah, new job, onto bigger and better things. Excellent. Okay, maybe if I just take control of the sea... Okay, no seagulls about. Right. I guess I'm just going to find my way to the top and see if I can find it. Yeah, if anyone wants to just look up where I'm supposed to go, that's fine. I'm also happy to just blunder around for a bit. Didn't really have much planned for this stream except to grab those Triforce pieces. Keith, you never win at Dort Fort, you just lose in more interesting ways. Ah, yep, good old Dwarf Fortress. One of many games I love in concept, but would probably be terrible at. Because I have weird hang-ups about roguelikes. I mean, technically it's not a roguelike, but you know what I mean. Lots of love magma cannons. Okay, now I'm actually intrigued. In the words of Kirby, right back at you. Artificer, there's an alternate island near the other side of the first one that leads out to the photo area. Got to use the Deco Leaf. Okay. Okay, so I need to sail around to that. That makes sense. That's my boat. Okay, so that's where the dungeon is. Okay, there's a ladder up here. So do I need to float over there, or do I just use a seagull to get that ladder down somehow? No less in the words of Kirby. Oh yo. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I do. Okay. Wait, is that yes I need to glide over there, or yes I need to just use a eagle to activate a switch? Get off. You get the ladder down after you get up there. Okay. So do I need to glide over there from the main island? Try the seagull first. Yeah, it's not giving me the seagull, so I'm guessing there's a specific place I need to use it. I'll try going into the island itself and climbing up to the ledges inside. Artificer, you went inside the main island, flew over there and knocked it down. Okay. I know how the seagull ties into that. Oop. Once again, I should not have been reading chat while trying to do platforming. No less. I just need a clear answer. Yes or no? Yes. Yes there is, or yes there isn't. And that's a Clue reference. I'd assume the movie and not the game it was based on. Fun fact, the Clue movie actually had multiple alternative endings that were broadcast in different cinemas. And the videotape actually managed to include them all before DVDs with bonus features were a thing, by just playing them concurrently. Oh yeah, so with the whole side quest with the trees, it's not really worth it because you basically have to, you only get one heart piece for it. I'm not particularly interested in 100% completing this. Oh yeah, this is where the potion shop is. Gara, I hush about the board game. Well, I don't think I've ever played the board game. You see, I haven't got a clue. Also, fun fact, it's actually called Cluedo in this country. And now I don't know why they changed the title. Seen a bit, no less. Okay, where do I merge here? Okay, I see seagulls, I see the island. Let's see what happens. Oh, nothing. maybe the wind can help me glide over there. I have a very long magic bar now, so I'm sure I'll be fine. Oh. Oh, hey, it's that guy. Kind of a shame there isn't a shortcut over to that ledge. No less board games from before 2000 to the D&D of board games. I thought the D&D of board games was D&D. You know what? I'm gonna set this one on fire. I'm feeling evil. Keith, that plant had a family. I mean, not really. Plants purposely distribute their seeds far and wide. They know not the bonds of family. They're even more territorial than the beasts of the world. Keith, D&D is the monopoly of tabletop RPGs. They're both over-monetized by Hasbro and no one plays them properly. Yeah, that's fair. Although they do differ in one other way. Monopoly started as a satire of capitalism, and D&D has to be forcefully made that way by its players. Nick, there you learned Hasbro and the Monopoly. You thought it was Milton Bradley, the makers of the Ouija board. I'd have thought they'd have all bought each other out by now. Oh yeah, for those who don't know, by the way, the Monopoly originally started as a game called the Landlord's Game, and it was deliberately designed to be frustrating to prove how capitalism is ultimately futile. I'm sure you can Google the many articles on that. But don't do that yet, you need to watch Twitch streams. Yeah, the rich are like, eat the rich, you say? Okay. And start eating each other. Yeah, I used to play Clue, not properly, but Nihilus, you don't know, to play Monopoly properly isn't to not have fun because it was purposely designed that way. Play D&D properly is at least to play a game, even if it's only barely lost a board game. Well, it depends. I know 4th edition has some of its fans in the chat, but one of the main criticisms of that was it made the whole thing a bit too board gamey. Okay. Spout over there. Does it move over here at all? No less, 4th edition is the only honest version of D&D. Icky, you tried playing Cluedo recently, but everyone argued with you over the free parking rules for some reason. I mean, Cluedo's kind of like Monopoly in that you always go to jail at the end. Okay, so I guess that spout won't get over here. Now, how do I get to that island? Hey, Enfys. Hey, not enough left. I'm trying to get to the top of an island so I can have some 3D figures 3D printed. Nihilus, at least 4th edition doesn't have bonus actions. Yes, minor action is the same thing, but at least they aren't named something that means damn near the opposite of what they actually are. Or spell slots. I don't know. Wait, 4th edition doesn't have spell slots? Keith confirms, Keith would know. Bloody hell then. How do you stop magicians from being, well, magic users from being overpowered then? Do they just nerf spells or? You don't, everyone's balanced. Sounds fake, but okay. But if spellcasters aren't OP, how can I be smug about being a rogue? Basically everyone gets paths that are comparable by role and type. Okay, so basically everything works like sort of fighter maneuvers. Yara has to go to work. Fair enough. I hope you have a nice evening and don't work too hard, and I hope your shift passes quickly. Keith, you can be smug about being a rogue by being the hands down most optimised single target murder machine in that edition. To be fair, that's basically what a rogue can do in all editions, since sneak attack is just basically a massive amount of burst damage on one target. I mean, people say the thieves are, well, the 5th edition thief is the callback to the original rogue, but I mean, well, the original thief, but I reckon it's the assassin. Because in 3.5 edition, you're all about trying to get that bonus damage in the surprise rounds. And the whole assassin subclass basically recreates surprise rounds in miniature just to make the ability work. Keith, also all rogues are grounded. Hypermobile sneak attack monsters who bounce around the battlefield like super balls. Okay, maybe I should give 4th edition a try at some point. I mean, personally, I think the defining feature of a rogue in any setting is basically sort of something that comes up a lot in A Burglar's Guide to the City, and that's basically that burglary as a concept is basically ignoring the sort of social conventions of architecture and using it in interesting ways. So the most obvious is bypassing a lock by picking it instead of using the key, or using a window to gain entry instead of a door. But there's all sorts of weird examples, like literally living in a Toys R Us, because you can do that because there's such a regular schedule and all sorts. And I think the thing is, that is such a sort of video gaming way of looking at things. It's not actually that surprising why so many why sort of stealth games exist. Nolus 4th edition is completely numbers. It's just numbers. It's a board game. It's what D&D has always lied about not being. Keith is the single best fantasy dungeon bashing board game ever. Okay, so now I'm here. So that raises the question. I glide from here to there. I mean, in a sense, something like speedrunning or anything that's sort of like trying to break a game is basically taking a sort of a rogue approach to playing it. Because you're trying to... Obviously you've got the video game's rules, but you're trying to play it in interesting ways. Okay, I think I've cracked the code. do I get that ladder down? Alright, yep, something about seagulls. Now it's time to seagull. Is there a switch or something? Oh, okay. There's a switch. Keith, if you like Gloomhaven or Descent... Oh, hang on. Oh, bad seagull. 4th edition is those games with more RPG elements. Okay. I'll be honest, never played either of them. Ooh. Okay, ladder down, thing open. NPC pleased. Palace of Figurines, Nintendo Gallery, membership required to enter. So, you remember this whole time. Awesome. Hey, and thanks to you, I got in and became a member too. Check it out. I gave this guy a pictograph and he gave me this figurine in return. Talk about cool. This'll be all the rage. Welcome. Welcome to the Nintendo Gallery, Figurine Palace. Art. This is your first time here, isn't it? Did one of our members provide you with an introduction, I hope? Ah well, no worries one way or the other. We've been losing members due to our lack of gimmicky attractions, but we don't worry. True fans, we know we're the coolest. This is before they released the Wii. So anyway, do you know what it takes to become a member of our club? A lot of chocolate on your biscuit? Yep, I took a picture of the bird boss because I remembered there was some reason to do it, so... No less, NPC exits the Palace of Figures 100 years later to find the land blasted apart and overrun by Redeads and Octorads. Single is still the same. Now that would be horrifying. You bring me, the master sculptor, a pictograph that steals my breath away, then you'll become a member and you'll become able to view the collection in our galleries. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, let's get those pictographs out then. This is quite an inspiring motif. Hurrah, I'm filled with inspiration. Please permit me to sculpt this. It will be a jewel of a figurine. What's your name, kid? Bioche. Bioche, is it? I never stop loving this typo. Well, Bioche, this officially marks your introduction into our little club. I think I should be done with this tomorrow. If you'd like, you can go ahead and take a look at our gallery in the meantime. Oh, everyone's in advertising purgatory. Getting your favourite figurines. Okay. I guess I'll just skip to tomorrow while everyone's stuck in adverts. No less, Keith got sent to Super Ad Hell for admitting D&D's a board game. Say hi to the tieflings for me, Keith. Okay, so it's right, left, down. Hey, I'm gonna get myself my figurine.
Oh no, Biosh. The figurine making process is a trade secret. I'm afraid I can't let you take any pictographs of my work. Could you come back tomorrow?
He doesn't want anyone to see his fancy 3D printer, I guess. Wait, the Song of Passing, is it? It's basically the inverse of the Wind's Requiem. I forget. The whole Super Hell meme was about when I was playing Metroid Prime, because I think I've got a quote from then about it.
Welcome, Biosh. The figurine you requested is ready. It's been a long time since I've done work this exceptional. Heart emoji. Go in that door there to check it out. I put it in the room right across from me, you can't miss it.
Okay, let's go look at the Burb sculpture. So yeah, fun fact, you can basically get a sculpture of every NPC in the game, but in this version, you can only carry up to 3 pictures at once. Info. The monstrous Helmarok King. Habitat, Forsaken Fortress. Master, Ganondorf. The Helmarok King is a monstrous bird that has been fitted with a mighty steel mask. As the mask has been split with a hammer, its tender beak will be revealed. Chicken tenders. Notice didn't see any quotes with Super Ad Hell or Super Hell. And this tries to quote Super Hell. Oh, it doesn't mention it directly. I think it's something like, "Hello, any gay angels down here?" Because we're sort of joking that the final area of Metroid Prime in the impact crater looks kind of like hell. Yep, you can sculpt an entire figurine of a shark from one fin, I guess. Oh wow, quote number 14. Oh yeah, I suppose I wasn't really getting quotes for a while, and yeah, I had the quote box for like a year, but it didn't really start getting filled until another year. Speaking about it, I think this is like I'm close to my 3rd anniversary for streaming. It's been a while. Oh wait, it must have been longer than that. Oh wait, was my first stream in like 2019? Oh well, let's go look at this Sharky boy. Third room from the left. My left. Get your left. 2, 3. I think amazing thing about the whole Super Hell meme was it basically made Supernatural relevant again. If only because everyone was surprised it was still going. Wait, is that pronounced Yorg or Yorg? Or Gyorg? Yorg. Habitat, the Great Sea. Weakness, projectiles. These so-called ocean killing machines are plentiful in the Great Sea. You should attack them with arrows or bombs before they're able to knock you out into the sea. Notice you think the Destiel thing in general made it relevant again? No, I don't think so, because that was from when it was at its height of popularity. And I think part of its decline was basically accusations it was queerbaiting. And it didn't really help this apparently basically admitting an angel admitting he's gay got him sent to super hell, whereas apparently even a car got into heaven. Think of this. Okay. Can I take a photo of you? What, Nolus? Oh, yeah, a car. A car made it into heaven. But nope, no gay angels. Only cars. Yep, not the literal demon hunters who'd literally been possessed by Satan. Fine. Cars. Fine. Gay angels? No. Beautiful, breathtaking, sublime. The shiny pupil, the smooth, supple skin. Who is this? And where can I find such beauty existing in the world? Why, this is beauty incarnate. Me looking at my D&D characters. Mercy, my heart bubbles over with the undeniable compulsion to create a figurine from this work of art. Please permit me to sculpt this. Nolus, Castiel didn't explicitly go to hell because he was gay, did he? He was probably working with the Winchesters against God or something. Yeah, I think the context was specifically that's the last thing he did. The last thing he did before getting sent there was a love confession. To which he got very little response. I'll be honest, I'm not really in the Supernatural fandom, so I've only really heard the meme. So, full disclosure there. There might be more to it than that. But in the context of the queer baiting the show's had, it really sort of left a bad taste in the fandom's mouth. Speaking about it, I think the other big shipping show was Smallville. Wonder what happened with that. First room to the left, his left. Okay, let's see what he's got to say about himself then. Carl of the Sculptor. Birthplace unknown. Occupation Nintendo Gallery Master. With unmatched talent, he is the world's greatest sculptor. It said the reason he won't let anyone watch him sculpt is because he does so in his underwear. Nintendo. Lately, his club has been losing membership because he hasn't done anything cool with it. As long as Biosh hangs around, Everything will be alright. Ah. Oh yeah, Sherlock had a lot of queer baiting in it. As in... And then, well... I think the cast started actually getting outright hostile and making fun of it. And then they got very nasty about other Sherlock Holmes adaptations. That reminds me, actually, I need to give Elementary a look, because I heard it was quite good. But I think the less said about the Super Hulock fandom, the better. Well, anyway, I've unlocked the gallery, so I think it's time to get those other Triforce pieces and... That's it. No, that wasn't. So they're in the top. Before we continue. Hopefully the mic picked that up okay. That's right, Nerlis. All right for the bisected brioche, Dreamlash and Anthem. Okay, if I teleport to Dragon Roost Island, I think one of the pieces is immediately north of it. Oh, good, it did. Just me realising I forgot to stretch for the last hour and 50 minutes. The wind's already blowing north. No less, Bree and chat get +1/+1 for the rest of the stream. And that's a Magic the Gathering joke. Yeah, fun little 3.5 edition bit of 3.5 edition D&D factoid. Bonus attacks were basically literally had entire charts for them, the classes that had them. That basically listed what their when they could do multiple attacks, sort of listed what the bonus was with diminishing returns. Because instead of just saying you get an extra attack, there were sort of limits. You basically, if you attack more than once, it would have a penalty attached to it. And what have you got to say, fishy boy? Oh yeah, that's true. Rogues, wizards and everyone got an extra attack. And there are rules for... Basically, if you had more than one weapon, you could attack twice in the same go. Well, in the same sort of move. But the second attack would have a penalty, and there were feats that limited that penalty. Basically, if you wanted to attack more than once, it got complicated.
Wait for small fry. Yeah, I've heard. I take it you want a chart and information about this island. Then start by opening up your sea chart.
Here we are at 7-star Islands. I'm beginning to see a theme here.
If you see seagulls flying around some sea waters, that's a sign you need to be wary, Fry. Because the seagulls flock to wherever big octos appear. Big octos. You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They have big octos. I tell ya, those things don't mess around. And that's all the info I've got to offer.
Yeah, it's true. Wizards only had D4 hit dice, so you wouldn't want to get into a melee fight as one. That's basically why they introduced cantrips in later editions, just so wizards had an option if they were out of spell slots. Okay, let's just check the chart. Okay, just need to go back a bit. I see ya. Okay, and I'm being harassed by birds. Oh, they got off the bird for me. That was nice of them. Yeah, I guess 4th edition did sort of invent cantrips. When you think about it, it makes sense to just sort of give the limited usability classes, i.e. spellcasters, sort of like the... I guess it's... I've always thought of cantrips as like the D&D equivalent of video game giving you a pistol with infinite ammo. Okay, I only need one more. And that's due west. I guess the real issue of D&D is ultimately that it's built on so many layers of game design. They can only just keep patching it. No less fun fact, in 4th edition Magic Missile is an at-will, but can only have one target, mostly only good for deleting minions. Well, to be fair, if you've got Magic Missile, you don't need to cast any light spells. Okay, Triforce number 2. And my 2 squares over. A submarine. I'm going to investigate the submarine. Oh yeah, since I'm going to assume it's basically the end game after I've collected all of the Oh no, the most annoying ones. What was I saying? Oh yeah, after I've collected all the pieces, I'm assuming it's the end game. So I'm taking suggestions on what to stream next if anyone wants to give me them. In chat now or There's so many of them. you'll recommend Xenoblade until it's finally played. That's fair. I really should crack it open. Oh. I could fight these guys all day. What have we got here? Nolus, you'd say the same about the Wild Ends with you too. Fair enough. I really need to crack that open as well. Ah! Silence at last. I keep expecting them to start saying, "You didn't say the magic word. You didn't say the magic word." I'll just get out of here. Nolus, you forget, is the new computer setup good for PC streaming now? Yep, it's powerful enough to run most games reasonably well. I was actually thinking of putting the Pathfinder games on. If only because Wrath of the Righteous has one of my favourite NPCs in any tabletop RPG module ever. Okay, that was a deep one. Nolus shouting out Hellenica again. Fair enough. You know what? I'm going to write these down. So we got Xenoblade. Wild Ends with you too. And Hellenica. Yeah, it's nice to have games that aren't really on my radar there, because quite often I find out about games I haven't heard of, like Ikenfell and the like, and really end up enjoying. Yeah, you couldn't find an island in here. Nolus, that be the steampunk mythic Greece with the pretty simplistic isometric tactics and fall damage. I mean, sort of like this Gia sort of isometric strategy or something else. Okay, this is the place. Yeah, lol. Okay, so just on the top north corner. Okay, I see it. Nolus, you're not sure, don't know much about this year. You think maybe kind of like if Ikenfell had better Bigger boards with elevation. Okay. Maybe a bit more. No, I'd have to compare it. Wait. Did a cutscene play while I was looking? Okay, what are you doing here? I went too far forward. In this, a weird jug thing appeared and Link looked disappointed. Okay. I guess I missed that cutscene twice in a row. Oh, that's all the shards anyway. At last, you found the last shard. Fused together, all 8 form the Triforce of Courage. Shiny.
Well done, Biosh. With the shard you have now collected, Triforce of Courage is now complete at last. We must make for Hyrule, quickly.
Okay, I'm going to do some side quests. Oh, and branching story paths with visual novel kind of elements. Interesting. Well, I'll give it a look anyway and... see what happens. Okay, so... we're at 2 hours 5 minutes. Sort of in 2 minds on whether I want to continue here. So I've got work in the morning and I don't know if it's showing, but my throat's pretty sore, so... No dialogue options though, just decisions on where to go next. Oh, that's fair enough. Yeah, I think I'll call it here. Sorry it's been kind of a short stream today. Hopefully I'll be dealing with less of a cold. Headphones switched off. Yes, they have. Hopefully I'll be dealing with less of a cold later. Well, next week. Not doing anything tomorrow. But Friday it's going to be the usual sort of thing. So I'll be streaming some Earthbound, hopefully the first time in a fortnight. And then of course it's going to be D&D. It's going to be the Guild of Icons Baboonmas, which is basically out of sort of the Christmas special. It's kind of out of continuity of the rest of the campaign. I think this year we're having some characters in from Nordmark, and it should all be pretty fun. Yep, you take care too, Keith. Yep, Earthstuck no less. Thank you for watching. Who's online? We've got Noah playing Infamous First Light. I believe that was the DLC for Infamous Second Son. Or Favourite Son or whatever. Jonah's playing Cyberpunk. You're welcome, Stovetop. Still no audio because the headphones are dead. Yeah, I hope you can get that fixed. Hopefully you can read my lips if I look right at the camera. And you're welcome, Mickey and Iris. First Light is a standalone game, actually. Oh, okay. Enfys, Imp's gonna die because Guild of Icons is level 8, and they're, of course, still at the Nordmark level cap of 2. I'm sure there'll be some boosting done. Do I want to raid Jonah or do I want to raid Noah? Ooh, or Dark Persona playing War Thunder. Well, I'll just roll a dice. 1 to 2 will raid Noah. 3 or 4 will raid Dark Persona. And 5 or 6 will raid Jonah. That's a 2, so we're raiding Noah. I believe it's basically an open world, not quite crime sim, where you're playing a girl with neon-related superpowers. So that's pretty fun. Okay, Noah Twin. Yep, so the raid's starting up. Just a reminder again, I'm going to be just spending some time styling my tiefling wig, so with any luck that'll be ready for Friday. And we'll see if that looks good enough to wear just without the rest of the costume. Or I don't know, maybe it will or will not work with my current horns, but I'm going to make some new ones. Not really much else to add. Oh yeah, obviously I'm going to be making teeth, ears, all those sorts of neat things, so keep an eye on my Twitter. I'm thinking of actually getting a proper Instagram account, because obviously Twitter's on its way out. Other than that, hopefully I'll see you all Friday, and we're gonna raid in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. And if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment and subscribe. Oh, and thank you for watching, Enfys.